Hope you guys are up and feeling good this morning, feeling optimistic and grateful. Good morning. Hi, Finn. Hi. Good morning. Hello, darling. How are you? How are you, honey? Oh, hello. Hi, darling. Let me get some stuff brewing. Let's see. Trying to get some shares going. Good morning, Delaney. You're well. I'm happy to hear that. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. If you're just now joining us, welcome to the Calm Collective. I am going to start my meditation here in about 8 minutes. So I'm going to give it a couple minutes. My hair? What's up with my hair, Rachel? Hi. Hello, hello. How am I doing? I'm okay. I meant to do all of this yesterday. However, I just wasn't. I wasn't in the right headspace. You're very welcome, Bree. Hi. Welcome, welcome. I wasn't sure if it would be available, but it's cool to see. Hi, Hook Keyword. Hi. Hello, hello. Hi, Nikki. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. I think I had this conversation a little bit within my Discord earlier, and how I'd rather give you my overflow than to give you what I have left. Right? I didn't want to do that, and so because I didn't want to do that, we got pushed to today. But I need you guys to understand that if there's a situation where I don't show up for Tuesday, 9 out of 10 I'll be here on Wednesday. Just throwing it out there. Okay. So, um, I did pull some cards. We're gonna go over those shortly. Hi, Eunice. Hi, Lake Brown. Hello, hello. For those of y'all that are just joining me, hi, YouTube, and hi, TikTok. I'm doing both at the same time. I've been trying to do this on a computer, but I'm having the hardest time with tech. And typically, I'm a good tech person, but it's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, Nikki. I'm gonna spend a little time maybe tomorrow getting all of that figured out. So, in the meantime, I just wanted to do it the good old-fashioned way. So now I've got two phones going. Listen, I had to start and I had to figure it out by any means necessary, right? For those of you that are just joining, thank you for tapping the screen. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the thumbs up over on YouTube. I'm going to start the meditation here in about 5 minutes. For those of you, hi Reggie, good morning. For those of you that this is your first time joining me, this is kind of how I do things, or how things operate. Okay. So before we even begin, before I even come online, okay, I always ask Spirit to give me a message that was meant for my audience. Okay. What you all need right now for your highest good. Okay. And so what happens is I'm able to pull some cards and I just get a meditation based off of the message that the cards give. Okay. In the midst of meditation, I create what you call affirmations as opposed to affirmations. Okay. And so what they are empowering questions that are based in the law of resonance. Okay. Creation of your desired reality. So your mind naturally searches for evidence to answer these questions, aligning you energetically with your vision. So, just to let you know what's going on and what's happening. Let's see. Anyway, we're going to start here shortly. Thank you, Delaney. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Nikki. Now, I do this once a week. For those of you that appreciate it, feel free to, buy me a coffee. My Cash App is always open. Of course, I accept gifts and such here as well. Okay. We got about 2 more minutes. Hi, Blacklight. Good morning. This is interesting. My YouTube is like trying to catch up. Greetings, Blacklight. I'm amazing. Thank you. Hi, lady. Do it, lady. All right, hold on. Let me see. I feel like it worked. I feel like maybe. Okay. Okay. Hi, Slider334. Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. If I'm saying good morning, I hope you say it back. For those of you sitting on the outside, hello. All right. Let's get into. Hey, Nikki. Hello, hello. All right. So, good morning, good evening. Yes. All right. So, I'm going to start with the cards that were pulled. Okay. Can you hear the music okay? Is it too loud? Hi, Denisha. I'm off your riff. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. How are you so tea to British and stuff? Why was that hilarious? Okay. Yes, come on, Capricorn, Chicagoans, let's go. All right, let me get into it, okay? All right, so the first card that was pulled was Seven of Wands in reverse, okay? The second card was Eight of Wands, and a third, and those are both in reverse, and the King of Cups upright. Okay. Now, typically they fall out one by one, but in this regard, this was all together. They were a clump. They had something to say. Okay. So let me give you a little bit of background of these specific cards. So, Seven of Wands is saying that you've been in Vince mode for so long that you lost track of what you're defending. Okay, you're tired. You might be even a little paranoid. You've been anticipating opposition and waiting for someone to challenge your peace or disrupt your progress. Okay, you might be asking yourself, even worth fighting for anymore? Okay, Spirit says it is, but not from a place of fear, no alignment. Okay, that's the first one. All right, the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands in reverse speaks to delays, blocks, and confusion. Okay, maybe waiting on clarity, waiting on a decision, waiting for something to move. And while you're waiting, your energy is starting to scatter. You may be doing a little bit of everything, but not really moving in one direction. Okay, but this one is slowness is not the same as stillness. Okay, so Spirit is asking you to pause, not because you're doing something wrong, but because you're being recalibrated. Okay, and the last one is the King of Cups. The King of Cups arrives at as your anchor. So this is your anchor. Okay, this is who you really are beneath the noise. Emotionally wise, grounded, compassionate, but clear with your boundaries. Okay, you are someone who feels deeply, but doesn't let those emotions pull them under. This card is your invitation to come back to emotional leadership. Okay. All right, so let's put it all together. So you got here by trying to protect something sacred. Okay. Your peace, your time, your energy. But somewhere in the chaos, you started bracing for attack instead of choosing alignment. Okay, you've been moving fast, but not necessarily forward. You're overwhelmed, frustrated, and a little foggy. But the truth is, clarity has been waiting for you to slow down. The King of says, return to yourself, not the version that reacts, not the version that overworks, but the version that trusts, regulates, and leads. Okay, this is your turning point. So, I'm going to start here at the top. Oh, I'm going to also talk about the frequency. Excuse me. So the frequency that you hear some soundscapes on top, but the main frequency is 963 hertz. Okay. And so that frequency is frequency of mind connection and crown chakra activation. This frequency is known as the frequency of oneness. It clears energetic blockages in the crown and helps the listener to reconnect with source, intuition, and universal flow. Okay, so that is why that fits. Okay, so altogether, these cards are saying stop trying to force it. You're not late, you're being rerouted. And stand in your truth and soften into trust. Okay, now I'm going to begin this meditation and end this meditation with chimes so that you over. If you haven't already, I would like to invite you to find a seat, something with your back up against something, or with your spine straight. Crisscross applesauce, or in a chair with your feet grounded, one or the other. Okay, let's begin. Welcome, Sacred Soul. Welcome to the Calm Collective. I'm so glad you're here. You've been carrying a weight that doesn't belong to you. It's time to return, not to what was, but to a deeper knowing of who you've always been. So I want you to take your first deep breath of the day. Take a deep breath in from the belly. Let it rise up to the chest, up through the throat. I want you to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I want you to exhale through the crown of your head all the way out from the top to the bottom and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten your spine. Unclench your jaw. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And let your body soften as your spirit awakens. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a glowing ocean. The sky above you is a deep purple, filled with stars. Each breath you take sends soft ripples across the water. Your heartbeat matches the rhythm of the waves. Now imagine a crown of light descending slowly over your head, infusing your thoughts with peace, your heart with clarity, and your body with rest. Let the silence hold you now. Let it say everything words cannot. want you to ask yourself these questions softly in your mind, or you can whisper them out loud and let them echo through your system. Why is it safe to surrender the outcome and trust the flow? How is my calm becoming my greatest power? Why do I feel more supported when I stop rushing the process? How is every pause preparing me for something sacred? Why does it feel so right to let go and be led? I want you to take your second deep breath during this practice. Inhale deep, filling your belly, then your chest. Let it rise and hold at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to empty out everything from your body out through your mouth, an audible sigh. Hold at the bottom for 5, 4, 3, 2. You're not behind. You're not broken. You are in flow. Give thanks to yourself for listening, for pausing, for realigning. If today's message met you where you are, save the or share it with someone you love. And remind yourself you don't have to chase peace. You are peace. Ashe. I'm so happy that breathe. Thank you for joining us. I'm really happy to hear that. Hi, day one, no cap. Good morning. Now, if that message resonated with you, I want to see a yellow heart in the comments. And if you just enjoyed it and you just needed the chance to pause and to sit with yourself, I want to see a purple heart. Are these saved on YouTube? They are not saved on YouTube yet. I am going to do a second round of this one. I am going to do a second round of this one. And actually, maybe I will download this. Maybe just the first round and just put it on YouTube. Maybe I'll do that. I have to start being consistent with my YouTube. It's really hard. TikTok's so easy. You just go live and keep it moving. YouTube, you gotta put some work and put some back into it. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. You have no idea. Nikki said it aligned. Bree said it aligned. Oh, that's pretty. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. The second round, I go over it again. You can feel free to stay with us if you have something to do. I understand. The second round, I go over journal prompts as well. If this resonated deeply with you, you can take some time later on, maybe after you get off work or something like that, and you can go home and have some introspection with some questions, some open-ended questions. So we're going to start again at 10:20, which is in 2 minutes. I do have to run, but I'm holding this close. Consider saving this one sitting. So thank you. I appreciate you. I'm still unpacking your journal prompts from my blog. Yeah. She said I'm still trying to figure that out. I get it. I do get it. My YouTube is going through it like a different. Maybe that'll help. Hopefully. That thing was freezing. I didn't catch the first part, but I'm ready for the second half. I know that's right. Nikki said, come on down. I love that. How's the editing coming along? It's coming along. It is. I find myself in the second chapter just like it's good. It's really good. It's just or something again after like emotionally going through it. It's like, oh my God. But it's worth it. I'll have some time because I've been working almost every day. I worked Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. Since I've worked all of these days, and because it breaks up my day, and I have to go somewhere in the middle of it, it makes me feel like I can't really get into something mentally and emotionally, and so I just don't. I think that I'll have a lot more time. I work on weekends. I do work on weekends. I work for a couple of hours on weekends. I work part-time. Relive it. Yeah. The first chapter was definitely probably the hardest, but the second one is not so bad. At least not all day. That's good. Yeah. No, I really work for like 2 hours on Saturday and like 4 hours on Sunday. But it's just about the fact that I have to get up, do something, and like get into that mindset, and then drive back home and get into something else. So, tomorrow and Friday are better days for me to just kind of like go to a cafe and get some writing done, get some editing done, because I'm done with the writing. Just get some editing done. But said, it's coming together. There's some graphics that I want to put in there too that I keep getting exhausted from thinking about. I shouldn't get exhausted by it because it's gonna make my book look so much better. But I know that I want graphics to be a part of it. I want people to be as excited about the book as much as I'm excited about the book. And when they see it, I want them to be like, oh, ah, you know what I mean? Because I'm that way when I see books. I want to be, um, impressed. So, I can be very critical of myself. And so sometimes it's really hard to just release something that has my name attached to it. I don't know if that's a cavern thing, but my God, it is not a good time. Whew. Okay. All right, let's go back into it. So, I feel like we have some of the same people in here. Hi, Evalu. How you doing? How you doing, darling? Yeah, creativity takes time and patience. It takes so much patience. Oh my God. Okay. So, for those of you that are just now joining us, hi, Londa. Gonna give you a breakdown of how this kind of works. Hey, I'm excellent. Hope your evening's going well. It is. Thank you. Good to see you. Okay, so before I even start the live, okay, what happens is I ask Spirit to guide me to a message that was meant specifically for the audience. Okay, basically asking what you all need right now for highest good. Okay, so that's what I do. And then throughout the meditation, I'll have a portion that's going to be affirmational, but instead of affirmational, it's afformational. Okay. So I'll be using affirmations, which are empowering questions that are based in the law of resonance. Okay. So these questions work by helping you embody the vibrations of your desired reality. Okay. Your mind naturally searches for evidence to answer these questions, and they align you energetically with your vision. Okay. So, let me give you a breakdown of the cards that were pulled. So, we have Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. This card is basically saying that you've been fighting too many battles that were never yours to win. So you've been in defense mode for so long you forgot what it feels like to rest. Thank you, Evelyn. The second is the Eight of Wands reversed. And this message is saying that life's been asking you to pause, but you've been frustrated with the waiting, miscommunication, delays, and detour that you didn't ask for. Okay. And then last but not least, we have the King of Cups upright. So, and yet the center of your storm, you still carry grace. You are learning to lead your life from the inside out. Calm, steady, wise. Okay? You are not reacting, you are responding. Okay? So all of these cards together are saying, stop trying to force it. You're not late. You're being rerouted. And stand in your truth while also softening into your trust. Okay? I'm going to start this meditation with a chime and end it as well. If you haven't already, Please, I want to invite you to find a seat, crisscross applesauce, or take a seat with the back to you where you can have a straight spine. Okay, let's begin. Welcome, Sacred Soul. I'm Kay, Empress Gray, Empress Kay, and this is the Calm Collective. I'm really happy that you're here. So you've been carrying a weight that doesn't belong to you. It's time to return, not to what was, but to the deeper knowing of who you've always been. Deep breath of the practice. Deep inhale through your nose, from your belly to your chest, up the back of your head, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale audibly through your mouth, emptying out your throat, through the crown of your head, down to the bottom, and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your spine and clench your jaw. Soften your gaze, or feel free to close your eyes and let your body soften as your spirit awakens. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a glowing ocean. The sky above you is a deep purple, and it's filled with stars. Each breath you take sends soft ripples across the water. Your heart matches the rhythm of the waves. Now imagine a crown of light descending slowly over your head. Your heart with clarity, and your body with rest. I invite you to let the silence hold you now, and let it say everything words cannot. I want you to ask these questions softly in your mind, or whisper them out loud. Feel free to answer them in the moment with maybe 3 to 5 words. Let them echo through your system. Is it safe to surrender the outcome and trust the flow? is my calm becoming my greatest power? Why do I feel more supported when I stop rushing the process? How is every pause preparing me for something sacred? Why does it feel so right to let go and be led? All right, I would like to invite you to take the second and the last inhale through the nose of this practice. Breathing in deep from the belly, filling the chest, fill it up through your throat to the top of your head, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And out through your mouth, an audible sigh, empty out from your head, your chest, to your belly. Empty everything out. Hold at the bottom for 5, 4, 3, 2. You are not behind. You're not broken. You're in flow. I want you to give yourself thanks for pausing and for listening and for realigning. If today's message met you where you are, save this moment. Make sure you follow. Share it with someone you love. And remember to remind yourself that you don't have to chase peace. You are peace. Ashe. Ashe. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Now, if you gathered it, if that meditation resonated with you, I want you to put a yellow heart in the chat if you are just grateful to be able to sit with yourself and give yourself some patience for a minute. Then I would like to see a purple heart in the chat. Beautiful. Thank you, favorite. Okay. Now, I do this for the free. However, my Cash App is available. Of course, gifts are amazing as well, to help support and to keep this going. I do enjoy coming and spending time with you guys. It does make me happy, and these messages are resonating. Here are 3 journal prompts for those of you that are looking for them. The first one is, where in my life am I still trying to force control instead of allowing divine timing to unfold? Where in my life am I still trying to force control instead of allowing divine timing to unfold? The second journal prompt: how can I lead myself with more emotional grace when things feel delayed or unclear? How can I lead myself with more emotional grace when things feel delayed or unclear? And the last journal prompt is, what evidence do I have pushing or being rerouted in the past actually protected or redirect me for the better? I feel like that's a really good one. What evidence do I have that pausing or being rerouted in the past actually protected or redirected me for the better?